It's why.
Oh, okay. It say we live.
Mm-hmm.
We live.
We are live, y'all. Ooh, no, no, no. Where are we? Okay, Nina. I don't know what happened to our picture, but
There it
here we
goes. There we go.
go.
Perfect.
Welcome to Meet the Shoe podcast. I am Sade.
I'm Nina. What up, Wednesday?
Happy Wednesday. Look, we're trying to play with some new little characters on this dang on thing here. Some new stuff, so we gotta play with it a little bit. And y'all gonna be our guinea pigs tonight. Hi. Girl. Now, who's taking the world shopping? Now, that was a good title, girl. But when I'm looking, I'm like, okay, because you know what? We got too much stuff going on in media
Right.
that's getting you entertained, and you losing track of everything else you supposed to be doing because you watching
Right.
this joker and that joker talk mess all over the universe here. And I'm like, if it ain't Trump with ICE, it's
Mm-hmm.
50 Cent on Diddy. And you know why he's salty, baby. So which one you want to
Right.
start with? Which one of them folks?
Okay, so here's the thing. We'll start with Mr. 50 Cent because 50 Cent got the world going crazy right now with this
Yes, he
documentary.
does.
So
Mhm.
with the documentary, right, it takes you to all these different places that everybody was blindsided. Like that was a major chess move for 50 Cent as far as you sleep with my people, I got you back. Like I got my lick back. Like with this
Yes,
documentary, he got his lick back, right?
he did. He did get his licks back in the first
Um and he's saying the reason why we titled it, who's taking the world shopping is because first of all, he's saying that his beef was he felt that Diddy was trying to see if he would play the game with him, in the freak offs with offering him to go shopping because 50 was never one of the people that would go to, I guess, the Diddy parties or whatever, right? So
place.
he said that that's why he did this documentary. Then they asked him, "Oh, what you think that he would think about you putting this documentary out?" And he was like, "Oh, he'll say that it's the best documentary ever." He ain't gonna never say that's the best documentary ever. Because when I tell you, I don't understand or know how 50 Cent got a hold of that information.
He got a hold of a lot of information, and it seemed like it was like someone was there with him, with Diddy recording on a personal note, like just recording. Was it his baby mama? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
oh,
There was two
that's a
movies.
major chess move, ain't it, Sade?
Right,
What?
she was recording the whole time, even though she knew she was a part of the police team. So she was
Okay,
had probably was sitting there with him and still, hmm. And she just
so
had like the video to
here's the deal. Here's the deal. He hired a videographer. He signed the paperwork with the videographer. He was planning to do his own thing. But when he got into trouble, it got in the hands of the Netflix, right? Netflix made a statement stating that none of the people in the documentary were paid, which
what?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that none of the people in the documentary weren't paid. I don't
Wow.
believe that to be true, right?
No, I don't think so either. I mean,
They're stating that Curtis Jackson is a production, he runs a production company, but he does not have all legal control and they will not take nothing down.
right.
They're not taking that, they're
They're
bucking the
not.
system, period. They're the machine, their power, they believe in the power of their machine and they said that they cannot be sued. That
Ooh,
they had every right to put the documentary out and
okay.
Curtis invested in it, and he's the one that will get the power behind it, which is true. I
Wow.
mean, it's Netflix, so it would have sold anyway. We gonna start there, right? It's Netflix,
Okay.
but
It's well, yes.
with 50 Cent behind them, that's
Mm-hmm.
what we're all looking at. With his, the drama and the annex that come with it, we're happy to, pay attention because he's in it. Another thing that he
So do
said
you
that
think 50 Cent got paid off of it?
yeah, he got paid because it's under his production team, but
Okay.
he doesn't have the power that Netflix has.
Right.
And so he's invested in it and he's promoting it because he put his money into it, right? But Netflix has the control, they have all the big attorneys and can make all the moves and everything, they're the ones that can press a button and make things appear or disappear, right?
P. Diddy is his attorneys did say they're gonna file a lawsuit.
I mean, I don't know if they will win that one. I don't know about it because before Netflix, they know that Diddy is a very powerful man, right?
Right.
They know that he is, he'll make major moves, right? They know what he can and cannot do, and they know what they can and cannot do.
Right.
So
wow.
I'm saying, I don't know. I think that
okay, one scenario that you can think of, because you saw the documentary. I didn't watch it yet. I'm on limbo if I should watch it or not. But what part did you like or dislike about it?
I disliked majority of it, especially the part about Diddy. I mean, excuse me, especially the part about Diddy doing to Biggie. That's what I meant to say about Biggie, because there was a portion in it that stated that Diddy had said, "Hey, I'm going to pay for Biggie's funeral." He's so trifling. This fool paid for the funeral and then rerouted it back for Biggie's estate to pay it. So Biggie paid for his own funeral. You that cold-blooded and you that much blood-sucking that you reverse that money back to Biggie's mom. And I want to say Biggie's mother, if I wasn't mistaken, I believe she's younger. Valletta Wallace is younger than Diddy's mother.
Yeah.
I believe that because of the stress of the things that she found out about somebody playing in her face with her child, I believe that that's why her and Tupac's mother checked out because they still had life to live.
Yeah, they did.
Biggie's mom is in her 80s. I mean, excuse me, Diddy's mom is in her 80s. She's still here. Those women had the best and the top health care as well because their sons built a platform for their mothers to live, past their age, right?
Yeah. But it's the stress will kill you all the time. Stress.
The stress took them out. Just the thought of somebody constantly every other day, playing with your kid's name on the disrespect or respect, just all of it, to never let it get out the way of these people are in my face and they might have had something to do with my child's death.
Right.
Because they said that Diddy was the reason why the East Coast, West Coast beef started. They said that Diddy had a hand in Tupac's death. They said Diddy had a hand in Biggie's death. So with all these things come to play, there's a lot of the documentary. I just did bits and pieces, but it's a lot of the documentary that everybody should watch because it takes you into, you don't trust nobody. Like, who is really your friend? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even family. Who is it? Who's even your family? You know what I'm saying?
He did mention something. I think it was at 2020 or one of those shows. 50 Cent and the other producer was on, saying that he got information from his children too.
Oh. And well, I know that he stated that he's like, well, why should he be mad at me when I put two of his children in my movies?
Yeah.
But that's because you're friends with the mother, right? And because he respects Kim. Yeah. So he doesn't want to harm the kids. This is Diddy as the man who he is having a problem with. And I don't blame him.
Right.
Right? Because you go back to what he said. He said, Well, we're going to start right here. I wasn't going with my baby mom when her and Diddy start messing around. He was not going with her, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
What happened was sh- he she started she was working. She was already working in the field around Diddy. If I'm mistaken, she was not messing with Diddy.
Right.
50 Cent got her. They were messing around. She got pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
After she had the baby, they broke up, but he would take care of her. Once he found out that she was messing with Diddy, he broke away.
Yeah, he did.
So that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, in all due respect, like, man, I done made you money. Regardless of the fact, I done wrote songs for you. You know what I'm saying? I done produce things for you and with you. You gonna snake me behind my back and sleep with my baby mom? So I feel like this was the best chess move to me.
Yeah.
And Dame Dash is like, oh, what how's another black man gonna bring another black man down? Well, we gonna put color in it. We keep seeing slaughtered all across the world and all across the paper that the white men, they do the same thing to each other that black men do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They can sometimes hide it longer. Look at Epstein and the Abercrombie and Fitch guy. It was only so long that they was gonna get taken down, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, color don't got nothing to do with it.
Nope, it's the person.
It's the person. It's like, at what point was you gonna get stopped? Diddy, you
had to stop.
There was a real bad part in here. Oh, this was disturbing. That
oh my God, now you really
the girl Dawn, right? It just was disturbing on character wise, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way he talked about people and got to calling recklessly, telling witnesses, asking witnesses questions and telling them, like, trying to coerce them into not to snitch on him. It's like, dude, are you dumb? Do you not know how the phone system works? Fool, do you not got a videographer right next to you?
Girl,
recording you, stupid.
Look,
you know?
When you on them drugs, you don't be thinking. When you on them drugs, you don't be thinking. When you on them drugs, they don't think.
Sade, that was the worst. Like, I want to jump through the thing on him, like, fool. Are you?
You want to jump through the TV on like this?
Yes, man, girl. Like, what are you doing, dummy? You should be pop, pinched, and pushed upside your dumb head with a stupid stick.
Right. He not using his street sense.
He don't. And he don't necessarily have no street sense, but he didn't use.
He no street dude, no way. Not like
you. You didn't use the street knowledge that your daddy left you. It's in your blood.
It's in your blood.
It's in your blood.
He wasn't raised like that.
Yeah.
He wasn't raised like that.
And so they also asked 50, like, did you do this for hip hop? And he's basically explaining, like, I want to let everybody know that because it's hip hop, that it's not cool. Like, it's not okay. That wasn't cool what you did. You played the game raw. Yeah. Like, you've been jerking everybody all their money. You jerking everybody off of their reputation. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you now what are you doing?
Nothing.
You humiliating all these damn people for what? And taking their money and making them broke?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So.
Yep. Well, the next person that's causing a lot of drama in the world is our President Trump, President Donald Trump. Yep. He says that he wants all the Somalians gone. No, that's not legal.
That's impossible.
It's impossible and it's illegal. We have 80,000 or so Somalian
in the state of Minnesota.
In the state of Minnesota,
and we have those many.
Only 1,000 of them are from the that executive order that was brought out in 91. It's only about 1,000 people. So you're just gonna attack that 1,000 people, make them
Well,
go.
they're saying that they're trying to say that their paperwork is fake. So I talked to Somalian two different Somalian people about it, right? They stated that they're here legally. And
Yeah,
he's like, and they're like, it's really, they feel like they really feel discriminated against and really racist because they say, even if you were born over there and you came here as a child, you still have an accent. You have no choice but to have an accent. So she felt that he was taking them, he's doing this wrong because just because they have an accent doesn't mean that they're not a US citizen.
not even just the accent. I think it's how you look. The look. You're brown. You wear hijab. You cover. It's
And
anything
she
that's
said,
dark.
and she said that some of them gonna wear the hijab because that's gonna no one wants to go back to where they left there because they couldn't make it there, so they know to come to the land of the free, to come to the United States, that's what was gonna help them.
But a lot of them wear for religious reasons. You know, you know, that's what they're accustomed to. And it's sad that he's targeting them just for a few people that committed crimes. Mess with the people that committed a crime. Yes, if a person commit a crime in fraud or whatever, check fraud, money laundering, bribery, or anything like that, yes, they will be held to the court. They will go to jail or so forth. They will, and a lot of them, once they go to jail, they end up getting deported after serving time anyway. If they're not born in the U.S. But look like a lot of those people that have committed crimes were born here. They just come from a cultural background that they keep accustomed because of their family, their elders, So
Yeah.
a lot of them were born here.
A lot of them were born here. So I had pulled up this report. I want you to take a listen. Listen.
Yes, news, an immigration operation in Minneapolis has officially begun, targeting mostly Somali immigrants. President Trump has repeatedly attacked Minnesota's Somali population, saying, quote, "I don't want them in our country." 95% of the roughly 80,000 Somalis in Minnesota are U.S. citizens. CBS News immigration and politics reporter Camila Montoya Galvez joins us now. Camila, what more do we know about this operation, and why is Minneapolis the next target?
Well, let's see. A U.S. official tells CBS News that ICE has indeed started a new crackdown in the Twin Cities region in Minnesota, targeting primarily immigrants from Somalia who have final deportation orders, meaning that their cases have been adjudicated by federal immigration judges at the Justice Department, and they have been found to be deportable from the U.S. for different civil immigration violations. We are told that this will target people with removal orders and that many of them do, in fact, have Somali citizenship, because they are such a large population in that area. And we know oftentimes that the president, when he defends that crackdown on immigration, he cites immigrants from Somalia or countries like Haiti, oftentimes in derogatory terms. So this is part of a larger crackdown. But of course, the context here is that Somali immigrants have been in the crosshairs of the president specifically for some time.
And you also have reporting on the administration pausing immigration applications from 19 countries. Can you walk us through that?
The Trump administration, Lindsay, has ordered a complete and categorical halt on all legal immigration applications filed by nationals of 19 countries on the president's so-called travel ban. So we are talking about many countries in Asia and Africa like Somalia and Sudan, also Afghanistan and Iran, and 3 countries here in the Western Hemisphere, Haiti, Venezuela, and Cuba. Everyone who has a pending case with U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services from those countries is now in legal limbo. If you have a request for a green card or U.S. citizenship and you happen to have been born in those countries, your case is not completely halted and U.S. officials cannot process that case. We've heard that green card holders who have been here illegally for many years, who happen to have been born in those countries, have had their citizenship ceremonies canceled at the last minute because of this policy change that the administration says is needed to mitigate national security concerns in light of that attack last week. We should point out that the suspect in that case entered the country under the Biden administration, but was granted asylum in April under this administration.
So people whose ceremonies were imminent are now saying, they're now being told, you're not going to be a citizen for the time being.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Camille, I'll tell you about this. Thank you.
Wow.
So here's the name. Here's the thing that there's a big misconception of who and how and why he's doing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm saying he's a chess player, and so he thinks, right? Because a lot of the things that Trump does gets reversed.
Right.
He's moving to, because here's the thing. Every Somalian person that owns a business is not guilty of fraud.
No.
But he has made it, and the world has blown it up and put a stain so hard that it's hard for the people that are legit and the people that are not doing any fraud, for them not to be looked at, not to be messed with. And it's sad for them that they even got to go through that.
To even go through, even getting arrested and let go and back and forth, being held, that it just doesn't make any sense. So they have the 19 countries that's on the list that's full or partial restriction, including Afghanistan, Burma, Chad, the Republic of the Congo, Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Yemen, Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And it's sad for them that they even have to even deal with being here all this time, serving the country, because it's people that have served the country that they're bothering, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Making the world better, being a provided taxpayer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how are you saying that's just like they said that in Texas they're taking away like a percentage of votes from Black people, right? How are you taking the votes from anybody vote that you take? They should not pay tax. They shouldn't owe taxes. No. Like, it has to be, something has to weigh out, and we're going to have to fix something, because there's no way that I can pay into this country, but not get nothing out of it.
Not getting nothing out of it, right?
That's that quote with Denzel Washington. Oh, I'm gonna get some. Somebody gonna give up some. Somebody gonna do something.
Gonna come out of something. Yeah.
Right.
So look at this. And then what's messed up is you're gonna make it where Americans can't even travel to those places safely. They
don't like us. They don't like us overseas.
A lot of places don't, but some places are very welcoming. I've been all over a lot of places, but you're making it harder for everybody, sir, that really want to travel abroad or even live abroad.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be crazy to see, because then you say something about he's going to be after other cultures too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He said he's trying to come after every culture, right? But here's the thing where everybody's nervous that they're talking about, hey, they're going to come after the Black people. Okay. Well, where you gonna send us to, for one? Where we going? Because we built this motherfucker. Like, dead ass, we did. And everybody knows that they copycatted everything we done. None of this. These lights around here that I'm sitting here looking at, this electricity in this car, none of this would be done without the Black mind. People need to realize that, like, what is he doing? The problem is that also that he is upset that as a people, we are progressing. They talk about laziness. Well, we know that the Spanish people can build a house with their eyes closed. All of them.
Okay.
Every last one of them. They don't, they use old terms like measure with your feet and your hands and your eyes. You know what I'm saying? They know that as far as labor, a labor mind, a brain, Black person gonna figure that out. Either way it going, we're gonna learn and do it better, because we've been under distress since our feet been on the ground.
Man, yeah.
We gonna turn a penny into $1 million easy, and it don't take long, right? We gonna figure that shit out. And the shortcut, right?
Yes, we will.
Okay. Then you gonna say, all right, the white people they're the most embezzling and the scammers. Why though? Because they have access with no problem, no question asked to the banking system.
Right.
But we know how to get that bread without the banking system, though.
Yeah, because we hustlers. We don't need it. We're natural born hustlers. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know what is he looking for. And then here's the thing. It's sad that what the European are showing their bloodline is that they rather die, than not live, than to allow another person of color to be in charge, whether it's a black, whether it's an Indian, whether it's a Spanish, Asian. They rather not live, take us all out, than for somebody to be in charge. How do you think that far?
That's that inferiority complex.
Because they're worried about their bloodline being mistreated, used, and abused. They think that if somebody of color gets in power, regardless of which color, right? They think if they allow them to touch or move a button that they're going to mistreat the white people. And that's not true.
Right. But you know what the whole thing is? Look, back in the population, they were the majority by 80%, probably in the 30s, 40s, 50s, you know what I'm saying? Now we're about 40-50% with them. What's gonna happen 10 years from now? They don't want that to happen. They see those numbers increasing, and they increase really fast with all the integration and everybody, cohabiting with each other, people having babies by different races and stuff. They washed out. They about to be washed out. Give it 10 years. Got over with.
Yeah. That's the thing. They're trying to make it. That's why they're trying to make this robotic and this AI future, right? They're trying to make it to where they can dictate who and what color, can be produced in the world. And all of that stuff is rejecting.
And then with that too, who can work a job? So it'll be, I can imagine it, the robots we'll be the slave to robots. You know what I mean?
Mechanically, a robot can't even, nobody's going to be able to get used to a human touch anymore. That's what the world is coming to. Like they're eliminating the human touch, the human voice, the affection of things. Like they want everything to be a hard exterior, a male. But this is all coming from angry white men.
Yes. But you know what? Just remember, Charlie Kirk used to always say, why do we have emotions? Emotions not real. You shouldn't have emotions. You shouldn't cry. You shouldn't feel this way. You shouldn't feel that way. You shouldn't be depressed. You shouldn't be like, well,
is that what he used to say for real?
Yeah.
I never listened. I never once listened to him.
You shouldn't live off emotions and depression and
emotions will have you in your feelings, and your feelings will have you fucked up. No, that's the truth. Excuse my language. That's a fact, right?
Right.
And you should. That's why I'm not a big on how they say. I'm talking about people of new theories and thoughts of marriage and relationships, because when you're thinking, oh, I'm as one over here, this person is thinking I'm as 5. Right. You never know if you're on the same wavelength, the same vibration. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what the government is doing right now. It's taking that into effect as well. Like you're trying to eliminate the human touch, the see, touch, and smell of things, right?
Yes, you can't do that.
And I understand that. Okay. Also, we do have to touch on this because you're speaking on robots, right? Guess what else they're doing? So we had discussed, I think, a week or two when we talked about how a nurse is not in the degree phase of fasting,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Guess what they're planning on doing though?
What?
You're saying the ICE is picking up all these people, but they plan to bring the Indians over here and the Africans over here for for free or next to nothing labor. What they want to do is have them come over here, put them in a home, put them in a car, and pay them exactly what they got over there.
Oh, no.
I said, well, dang, common sense will tell a nurse, especially a nurse, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're or even a doctor, if they're volunteering you to come over here to work, to work and take away our jobs, it's gonna take next to nothing for us to come up with what we will do with our accolades that we have to further us getting ahead as well. You just watch and see. It's gonna be, that's what I'm saying. You bringing all this corrupt and chaos.
That's what he doing.
Amongst
He's starting to try to start a civil war, basically.
Yeah.
He's trying to make everybody be mad at each other, have an attitude with this race and that race, and then here we go. We have a mayhem and purging going on around in every continent and every state in the cities. So that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah. Well, not, and also, they're also taking people's homes. This is another thing I want everyone to know. In New York City right now, they're taking Black and brown people's homes, more Blacks than browns. They're doing them both. They always try to put us together up under them by having negative accounts on their bills as far as the house goes. If you owe the electric company, if you owe the power company, and if you owe the water company and it's attached to your home, they're sweeping because it's a tax thing, right? They're sweeping they're becoming a new owner of your crib, man. Now you could pay the mortgage up, right? But if you don't pay, if you have what is it called? Bills unpaid that's attached to the home, they taking your shit right up under you. Ain't that something?
And that's all over. They can do that. Mechanical liens and all them property tax liens.
Well, yeah, they can put a lien on it, but here's the thing.
And if you don't pay that lien, they take your house. No,
they're going into court and they're taking the home before it gets to that. How about that? That's what I'm saying. Wow. That's what I'm saying. This is happening in New York right now. They're trying not to give them no opportunity to for that.
Get it back.
But let me tell you what Minnesota does that's slick. If you owe any one of them and it gets to a certain amount, Minnesota automatically puts that on your taxes. And then if you have your taxes and your insurance put together as escrow, your shit gonna balloon anyway.
Yeah.
They gonna get that bread either way it go. You thinking, oh, I gotta pay this mortgage. Guess what? If any of those bills are attached to that mortgage, it's taxed right on there. Okay. And they're gonna get it up out of you in 1 year. So I advise anybody, don't let it get to that point.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's all we got for y'all tonight, baby. Yes. Take us out, Sade.
Thank you for tuning in. We want you guys to support our sponsors, Cashmere Lux hair products, all natural hair care products, Lena Beans body butter, that keep that body nice, moisturized, and not cracked. Your skin is not cracked. It's a beautiful product. I love it. And All Stuff Beauties, waist trainers, and active wear.
Hey.